The story begins in a mountainous area near Mount Inari. A boy's voice was heard among the mountains, asking, "Is this where you dug the hole, Naruto? This boy has fallen into a pit and needs help." Naruto approached him. "What did you call me in school?" The boy looked up. "Come on, Naruto. We're friends," he replied with a smirk. "Come on, buddy. Help me out." The boy continued, but Naruto only laughed in response. "Hey, if you don't help me, I'll tell everyone that it was you who crapped on the headman's bed." Naruto sat by the pit. He was slightly thoughtful, but still determined. He offered his hand to the boy. Well, as soon as the boy slipped his hand in, Naruto slapped his palm. He laughed at the boy. "Yeah, now you idiot," said Naruto. Naruto stood up. "You should have gotten caught like that. You're a creep. That's why everyone hates you and calls you a monster." Naruto looked at the boy with an evil look, then he looked down with a smile. He was up to something. "What are you doing?" the boy asked. But Naruto just said it would stink for 10 days. The boy was horrified. "Hey, don't please." But Naruto didn't listen to him. He peed on him. The boy screamed. All over the mountainous area could hear his loud scream. Meanwhile, back at school. "Listen, Naruto," says the teacher. "Every year you behave worse and worse. Evil only brings more evil. The age of war is over. People need peace now. Now, humans and demons are supposed to live in peace, and you don't have a single friend among humans." Why did Naruto ask like you've never seen one? This answer infuriated the teacher. The idiot shouted, "All my 8 friends died fighting your father. You're lucky I took pity and didn't kill his cub. He's a little bully who doesn't even have any friends. Then if your friends are already so necessary, maybe you should go to them quickly." Naruto laughed. The teacher was angry, and then Naruto realized, oh, I think he's pissed. In that second, he turned into a bat and just flew into the air. It's no good if he keeps using this kind of jutsu. Then everything will happen again. At that moment, the teacher clenched the staff in his hand and swung. He released it with a great flow of power. He hit, and our hero went down. Naruto rubbed his head. "Stupid, it hurt." The teacher turned to Naruto. "I'm giving you a special assignment." Naruto was stunned. What did the teacher have in mind? "Go to the city," he said, "and bring here one friend you trust as yourself." Continued the teacher. "I don't want you to turn into the same monster your father was. Trust creates a lot of things, including friendship. When there is someone who knows when you feel good and when you feel bad and is willing to share it all with you, it's a very important part of life. Naruto, don't you dare come back until you have completed this assignment," said the teacher in a serious voice. No, it couldn't be. Naruto was surprised. Our hero went to the city the next day. The city was lively as always. There were a lot of people and cars. There was noise everywhere. Naruto was walking down the street. How hungry he was, he said, and that's when he smelled the odor. That smell was coming from a cafe that was on our hero's way in. Naruto ran in there. He ordered ramen with miso, his favorite. He had a smile on his face. "Wow, it's been a long time since I've had ramen." He got her very quickly and with very great pleasure. At that moment, a man in a black t-shirt walked into the cafe. "Hey, boss," he shouted. "Make me one too." The owner immediately recognized who it was. "Kuroda, are you drunk again?" he asked. The man was not alone. He was with his friend. "Fat after drinking?" he asked. "Ramen after a drink is just right," answered the second man. Naruto was already finishing his meal. The two drunken men caught his attention. The man said to Kuroda, "Don't forget, we need the painting by tomorrow." He replied, "Yes, I know Matsushima." Naruto wasn't happy about the two drunken men. The stench of cigarette smoke. "Here's your ramen," the chef said and held out a bowl of ramen to the Kuroda. Matsushima went on to say, "It's a great artistic responsibility, so it concerns us cops too, so don't you dare forget." He continued, "Hey Kuroda." Kuroda didn't listen to him. He was already too drunk. He just laid his head on the table and fell asleep with his mouth open and drooling. "Hey, what about ramen?" asked the chef. "No thanks." Matsushima said. "No. I only prefer French food." "What an asshole," said Naruto. Matsushima got up from the table and said, "I'm busy, so I'll go," then left the cafe. The owner of the place was angry. He was sick of it. Naruto looked at the ramen. If it's free, it's free." He smiled at his host, who replied, "Well, okay, just for that, you will take him home," continued the master and pointed his finger at the drunken Kuroda. "Yeah, sure, I'll just finish my ramen and run away," Naruto thought. "And you'll leave your keys here just in case," continued the host. "Damn," thought Naruto, chewing on his noodles. Naruto took the drunken man under his arm and walked off. "Well, he stinks. I should have never agreed to this." He resented it on the way. "Where's his house? Damn, old man couldn't draw a better map. Looks like this place." It was some kind of art studio. All the walls were covered with paintings. There were sculptures on the tables. There was someone here, someone laughing. "It's a boy," he said. Kuroda-san always passes out in the same diner. I'm his assistant. The boy introduced himself. My name is Takano Takashi. Naruto looked at the paintings on the walls. What beautiful paintings you have, he said. This is Kuroda-sensei's art studio, replied Takashi Takano. And this painting? I know her, said Naruto. This painting called Symbol is the last painting by Saburo, one of the best artists in the country. And why the last one? Asked Naruto if he was dead. Well, yes, unfortunately, replied the boy. 5 years ago, he was a very famous painter. Look at this portrait of him. He was chairman of the Cultural Promotion Committee. It's the most honorable position an artist can get. The boy continued admiringly. And now the position is held by Kuroda-sensei, his best friend. The government asked to restore a damaged painting by Saburo-san. That's how it got here. Who? That drunk guy? Asked Naruto. That's him, replied the boy with a smile. Naruto smelled something strange. He thought and moved even closer to the painting. He began to sniff it. Why does it stink so much? He asked. The picture is painted with oil paints that need to be infused with alcohol, the boy replied. At that moment a policeman burst into the studio and shouted, Hey, don't touch. I went to the bathroom for a minute and I see what you're thinking, Takashi-san. If anything happens to the painting, I'll be responsible. I apologize, officer, said Takashi. Naruto didn't understand why you were so angry about the picture. What? Shouted the officer. Listen, kid, this painting is worth tens of millions. I'm going back to my post. Takashi-san, keep an eye on the kid. The officer went out and closed the door behind him. At that moment the Kuroda woke up and could not sleep any quieter. He muttered, Oh sensei, this is the guy who brought you home. My name is Uzumaki, Naruto-kun, replied Naruto. So he was probably just following me around to steal something. Like a painting. I don't need friends like that, Naruto thought. Come on, thanks, said the freak. Let's have a drink with me, he offered Naruto. No, and no again. I can't, screamed Naruto. I'm not 21. I can't. Meanwhile, a couple hours later, the officer was still sitting at the first post. Naruto and Kuroda were already drunk. Naruto held up 2 mugs of beer and yelled this time 2 at once. Takashi was ashamed. Hey, kid. Kuroda turned to Naruto. Do you know any tricks? Naruto smiled and then started going through his things. He had artifacts. He found a scroll of some sort. Okay, a scroll is a bit much, but this will do. He took one artifact in his hand. Maybe you shouldn't, Takashi said. Naruto put the artifact to his forehead. Okay, let's go, he shouted. Kuroda and Takashi didn't know what was going on. The transformation, shouted Naruto. At that moment, a naked young beautiful blonde in a swimsuit appeared in the studio. Takashi and Kuroda couldn't believe their eyes. I still need to practice, the girl said, because when I turn into someone, I still have a tail. Kuroda still couldn't believe what was happening. Are you seeing this too, or are you not dreaming? Meanwhile, in front of the first post was some man with a gun. He was talking on his radio, after which he began screwing a silencer onto the gun. The company was still drinking alcohol. I am the son of a fox demon from Mount Inari. Naruto, now I am traveling and training. I've done nothing but bully my whole life. That's why nobody believes me. Now I must find a friend I trust and bring him to Mount Inari. That's what my assignment is about, isn't it silly? Smiled Naruto. Yes, and really stupidly, said Kuroda, after which he stood up abruptly. Hey, shouted Naruto. I'm going to bed, said Kuroda. Kid, screw your assignment, he said. There's only one person you can trust. Yourself. Naruto didn't understand anything. It failed again. What to do? He used to be very different. With Saburo-san they were best friends and he was always a very kind person. But now he doesn't trust anyone. After that incident, after those words, Takashi fell silent. An accident? Naruto asked. I'll tell you because I don't want you to misunderstand him, said Takashi. Come on already. What's the occasion? Shouted Naruto impatiently. Takashi thought for a moment. Well, what happened to him? He was stabbed. Saburo-san's best friend stabbed him. Naruto was surprised. How so? You said they were friends. Yes, but for Saburo-san, art was everything, replied Takashi. That his best friend had taken over as chairman of the Saburo-san Cultural Promotion Committee he considered the worst insult. He thought that if Kuroda-sensei died, I would become chairman again. After this incident, Saburo-san painted this picture of a symbol and committed suicide. Kuroda-sensei survived, but he's changed a lot. Naruto felt saddened by this sad story. Takashi noticed that. I've upset him, so he thought I'd cheer him up a little. I'm studying to be an artist too, he said. I'm doing my best to become like sensei just like you, so I wish you good luck too. He's a good man, thought Naruto and smiled. But he always embarrasses me. let's shake hands, shall we? Takashi said. Your assignment is quite simple. You know, I believe this painting represents how Saburo-san felt in his last moments. The branches of the trees in this picture are intertwined like during a handshake, and trust is born again between them. Something like that, Takashi reasoned. I guess Saburo-san wanted to trust Kuroda-sensei and earn his trust once again himself. But he cut his life short. Now he doesn't have that chance at the friendship he depicted in the painting. But you have those odds. Chances? Naruto asked. If you believe me, I'll believe you, said Takashi. A handshake like the name of this painting is a symbol of trust, Naruto thought. Let me be your first friend. What do you say? Naruto didn't know what was wrong with him, what that feeling was. I'm worried or nervous or something. Naruto became very self-conscious. He shouted, I've never shaken hands before. There's no hurry, said Takashi. You're just not used to it yet. You're not used to friendship. It's really late. Go to bed and I'll keep an eye on the painting. Really? I'm allowed? Naruto was surprised. After that, the people left, and Takashi just sat on the floor and looked at the painting symbol. He heard some sound. Naruto-kun. Is that you? He asked. But it wasn't him. It was some unknown man. He held a gun to Takashi's head. Takashi was terrified. He didn't know who it was, what he wanted from him. At this time, the people were already asleep. Naruto left his backpack with artifacts on the nightstand, near the bed. The intruder began to move towards the bed. He put his gun in Naruto's backpack, after which he looked at him and walked away. Already in the morning, police car sirens could be heard outside the studio. Naruto woke up. Someone came into the room. Uzumaki. Naruto, you are charged with theft and murder. You are under arrest. What? Asked Naruto. I'm a Matsushima security officer. The officers were holding Naruto's backpack. Is this your bag? Matsushima asked. Well, yeah, so what of it? Replied Naruto. This is what we found in it. The officer was holding a clear bag containing a gun with a silencer stained with blood. Naruto screamed. What is this? Are you crazy? Stop playing innocent, said Kuroda. You're the one who stole the painting and killed Takashi. What? You say no? Naruto was surprised. What? I killed Takashi. What's going on? What are you talking about, man? An officer from Post 1 ran into the room. He said they couldn't find the painting of the symbol anywhere. The gun definitely has Takano Takashi's blood on it. Naruto didn't understand anything. Naruto was taken right out of his pajamas, his hands tied and taken outside. Let's go, said the officer. Naruto stood, his eyes filled with tears as he remembered Takashi offering to be his first friend. Why do I hurt so much? What are you feeling? There was no way Naruto could understand. Naruto turned around in tears and screamed, I swear I'll find the real killer and get the painting back. You're the killer, the officer said. Naruto lashed out. Let go, I'll find the culprit. He shouted. Would you really go looking for the killer if we let you go? Kuroda asked. Naruto said, please believe me. It's not me. Please believe me. He repeated. Kuroda thought for a moment. He thought back to Naruto's behavior during the interaction. Let the kid go, he said. Naruto was surprised. What's going on? Let the guy go. I'll go in his place, said Kuroda. He could just take the painting and run. You know our laws. If you take his place, you'll be prosecuted. And if he runs away, you'll be charged with fleeing a felon. I know, Kuroda answered. For the last time, Naruto sat on his bike and thought, I want to trust someone. If they let me down, so there really is no friendship. Alright, let's go. The people returned to the town and asked the residents if they had seen the painting of the symbol, but no one knew anything. Naruto still can't believe that Kuroda trusted him. Is it true? Or did he conspire with the police and now they're after me? Why is that? The more time passes, the more scared I get. A week later, Naruto didn't know what to do anymore. Where to go? He was sitting on the ground in the park by a tree. It's been a week, and I haven't had a clue. Come to think of it, what chance do I have of finding the real killer? What am I doing? But Kuroda still believes in me. At that time, 4 guys came up to the bench that stood near the tree. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Maybe I should run away. Naruto pondered in desperation. Meanwhile, in the company, I'll go buy something to drink, said one guy. Oh, Hiroshi, and grab me one, said the other. That Hiroshi is kind of weird, said a guy in a black t-shirt and sunglasses. That's for sure. He's a fool and a nerd, added someone from the company. And he hangs out with us to make himself look cooler, added the tough guy. He's not like that at all. Naruto wondered. He was familiar with it. He remembered how the kids had discussed him when he was a kid. They used to say, Naruto is not a man. He's a monster, a nightmare. People will never mistrust, reasoned Naruto. And then he laughed. No way, never. Then why am I wasting my strength for another person? Naruto wondered. Suddenly someone in the crowd shouted, Stop lying. Hiroshi's a normal guy. A guy in a soccer uniform stood up for the boy. The guys in company were surprised. When you fell out of a tree as a kid and broke your leg, who carried you to the hospital? The guy in the soccer uniform went on. Well, this. The guy in the black t-shirt and sunglasses was embarrassed. What difference does it make? There's Hiroshi. If you talk about him in front of me again, you're gonna get hurt. I'm sorry, the tough guy whispered. Naruto's eyes welled up with tears as he heard that. How lucky he was to have this Hiroshi. And at that moment, Naruto ran out from behind a tree and ran up to the company. He ran up to Hiroshi and jabbed his finger at him and shouted, "You, I'm jealous of you. Got it?" After which he said goodbye, turned and ran away. All the guys in the company were stunned. They didn't understand anything. What was that? Naruto got on his bike and rode off. I want to be like that too, he thought. Naruto drove and remembered how Kuroda had told him he felt he could trust someone one more time, one last time, and how Takashi had told him, if you trust me, I'll trust you. Yeah, I just have to believe that he believes in me, too. Now let's go look for clues. Naruto headed toward the police officer's house. Hello officer, said Naruto as soon as opening the door. The policeman didn't expect to see Naruto on the doorstep. What, haven't you run away yet? The officer asked. Tell me about that night, said Naruto in response. And can I have some udon? I haven't eaten since this morning. Naruto smiled. How did you know I was eating udon? The officer asked. I smelled it. I have a much better sense of smell than humans. After that, Naruto ate. Thanks. Yummy. Hey, have you seen anyone suspicious this night? No, I didn't see anyone, the officer replied. Are you sure you were at your post properly? Naruto asked. Maybe you are the killer. Don't be silly, the officer replied rudely. I didn't even touch the painting. I did go into the room to use the restroom. I wonder why you smell so strong. Then, it smells just like the painting. When I saw the painting I thought it smelled nasty. I remember the smell well. The officer grabbed a knife and stabbed Naruto. An officer reported over the radio. Uzumaki Naruto came for the painting, so I had to kill him. Sergeant. In the meantime, you did good, Sarge replied. Good thing I have such a smart subordinate. That Kuroda is an idiot with everyone. Now everyone will think he's a murderer and a thief. At that moment Naruto appears. What a pity, he said, but your man ratted you out and cut my cheek. You bastard. The sergeant didn't see that coming. What? Is that you? You framed me and cheated the painter. And worst of all, you killed Takashi-san. The sergeant pulled out a gun and pointed it at Naruto. Go away, he shouted. Away, you monster of a picture of me. Naruto was already holding the scroll with his teeth. Fox Demon Jutsu, Naruto shouted. That's something I'll never forgive you for. And Naruto turned into a nine-tailed fox. Naruto grabbed him and led him to the police station. Don't trust him, shouted Matsushima. He's a monster. Enough already, said the cop. He told us everything. I'm sorry, said the officer. Naruto picked up the painting and carried it. Okay, I got the painting back. All that's left is... Someone behind him interrupted his sentence. Give it to me. Naruto turned around. It's Kuroda. He's so happy to see him. Thank you. Thank the Kuroda. Thanks to you. I haven't lost faith in friendship. And for the first time in my life someone believed me. Naruto added. It's all thanks to Takashi. Naruto remembered him. How he said that Naruto had a chance. Kuroda-san. Kuroda-san. Running after Naruto and shouting. What do you want? Asked the Kuroda. Can we shake hands? Naruto asked with a smile and held out his right hand. What? Come on. In case you're contagious, said the Kuroda. Come on. Naruto insisted. Come on. Kuroda replied. Afterward, they shook hands. It was the beginning of a friendship. So what are you going to do now? Asked the Kuroda. I'd go with you to the mountain, but I have so much to do. It's okay, said Naruto. There are still plenty of people in town with nothing to do. Alright, then let's at least have a drink for the road. My treat. No, said Naruto. If you're paying, I'd rather have ramen. Maybe the headman wasn't so wrong. I mean, friends are great. Damn it, thought Naruto. Naruto was a bully before high school. To delve into this story, we have to go back a few years. It was in Naruto's hometown. He was doing what he loved. He liked to be a hooligan. He painted monuments on rocks. He drew feces and wrote foul language. The people saw this and went to complain to the elder. Hokage-sama, what's wrong? He asked. Is Naruto bullying again? Yes, that rascal is vandalizing the Hokage monument again, this time with paint. Naruto continued to paint. The people of the town had already gathered downstairs and were yelling at him. Hey you, stop hooliganizing. Every single day. Look at this. You'll be held accountable for this. Naruto was having fun. Shut up, all of you, he shouted. None of you can do that, but I can. What a naughty thing to do. said the Hokage as he saw Naruto. The third Hokage herself apologizes. I wasn't watching. Iruka, what is it? What are you doing during class? Shouted the elder Naruto. And on a tear immediately. Dummy. And the lesson continued. All the students sat in the classroom. To calm Naruto down, he had to be tied up and put on the floor. Tomorrow is the final exam, Iruka said and pointed his finger at Naruto. You've already failed twice. This is not the time to mess around. Asshole. Yes, of course, said Naruto. Attention. Iruka shouted. Unscheduled quiz. The topic is transformation jutsu. The whole class to the blackboard. The task is to turn into me. The class screamed with one voice. What? One of the students came out and demonstrated. He turned into a teacher. Well said, Iruka. Next up is Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto went to the board. It's all your fault. Disgruntled classmates said. Life sucks. Naruto thought. Alright, let's go. Transformation jutsu. Naruto turned a young naked blonde. The teacher didn't expect this. What is it? Naruto turned back into himself. He laughed. I call it sexy jutsu. Iruka got really angry. What kind of idiotic jutsu is this? You're an idiot. After class, Naruto was made to clean up after himself. Iruka controlled everything. You can't go home until it's clean, he said. I don't care, Naruto replied. No one's waiting for me at home anyway. Hey, Naruto, what do you want? When you clean all this up, I'll treat you to ramen. Really? Naruto cheered. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I will. After Naruto and his teacher finish work, I head to the cafe. Naruto ate ramen with relish. Hey Naruto, Iruka called out. Why did you like the monuments so much? Don't you know who the Hokage is? Of course I do, answered Naruto. The title of Hokage can only be given to the strongest ninja in the settlement, right? And one of them, this is the fourth, saved the population from the demon fox. Then why? Iruka asked. Someday I will become Hokage myself, answered Naruto, and I will surpass all previous ones, and then everyone will know my power. And by the way, Sensei, I have a favor to ask of you. What is it? Iruka asked. Do you want more refills? No, answered Naruto. Can I try on your headband? This. No, replied Iruka. It's only after graduation. It's a sign that you're an adult. Maybe you'll get one tomorrow. What a greedy man, said Naruto. Give me a refill then. The exam had begun. Naruto was already bored. Iruka has entered the classroom. We're starting the final exam. The task is to create a clone. When you're called, you'll go to the next room. Naruto was starting to get nervous. Damn it, it's that assignment again. I'm the worst at this. Meanwhile, the headbands for each graduate were already on the table. It was Naruto's turn as well. He thought, at least I'll give it a try. He created clones, but something went wrong. The clone showed up, but he was lying on the floor puking. Naruto didn't believe in anything anymore. 2 points. You didn't pass, said the teacher. Should we give him a credit? Asked the second teacher, Inaruki. This is the third time he's passed, and he's actually created a clone. I can't even make a clone like that on purpose. There was a smile on Naruto's face. Would he really pass this time? No, said Iruka. Everyone else had created 3 clones each. Naruto had only made one, and it was a cripple. I can't give him credit. And then the smile disappeared from Naruto's face. It was replaced by anger. That's how the final exam went. All my classmates passed. Everyone was celebrating, rejoicing. Only one student didn't know. It was Naruto. He had no reason to be happy. He sat on the swing and watched the kids having fun. How excited they were about their bandages. He listened to parents praising their children graduates. You're all grown up now. Well done, son. Way to go. I'm so proud of you. Let's go home. I'll cook your favorite meal for you. Naruto's been noticed. Look, it's that guy. Yeah, that's the guy. He's the only one who didn't pass. That's good. You can't become a shinobi like that. Naruto was embarrassed. He put his glasses over his eyes. Why can't I know? Naruto couldn't listen and see the joyful children anymore. He jumped off the swing and walked away. Mizuki-sensei approached teacher Iruka. I want to talk to you, he said. After the conversation, Mizuki-sensei caught up with Naruto. Naruto called out to him. Iruka-sensei is just doing his job. His parents died when he was a child and he had to do everything on his own. Why is he only picking on me? Naruto wondered. He probably sees himself in you. He probably wants you to be strong for real. Try to understand him. He's an orphan like you. Well, I wanted to pass the exam, said Naruto. Well, then I'll tell you a secret. What is it? Naruto asked. Night had fallen. Naruto left his room and started walking somewhere. What are you doing in my room at this hour? Naruto was discovered by the teacher. Sexy jutsu. Naruto used the technique to transform a naked girl. The old man fell to the floor. His nose began to bleed. Naruto broke into the archives. There were so many scrolls and different books. Naruto needed the right scroll, the one that would help him pass the exam. As soon as he found it, he grabbed it and ran away. Naruto stopped in the forest. He sat down on the ground and unfolded a scroll. Let's see what's in here. First up is the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Here we go. Why does it start with this? What's my worst skill? In the meantime, Irika-sensei couldn't sleep. He kept thinking. All sorts of thoughts kept popping into his head. I know how he feels. Irika thought. He's like me. Then a six-tailed fox attacked the town and everyone was terrified. No one could defeat him. Everyone was lost. Didn't know what to do. Still, some of them fought for their homeland. They should be able to hold out until the fourth Hokage arrives. There was a little Irika watching the battle. To save him, one of the ninja grabbed him and just started running. But Irika didn't want to run away from there. Let me go, he screamed. My mom and dad are still fighting. Just then there was a sharp knock on the door. Irika jumped out of bed. It was Mizuki-sensei. What's wrong? Irika asked. We're being summoned by the Hokage-sama. It's Naruto. He snuck into the archives and stole the forbidden scroll. What? Why does he need it? How did he know about it? The Hokage himself had gathered almost all of the town's citizens. He wouldn't get away this time. This jutsu scroll contains forbidden techniques. They were banned by the previous Hokage. If it falls into the wrong hands, it can cause a lot of trouble. It had been hours since the scroll was stolen. We need to find Naruto as soon as possible. After saying that, everyone ran to find the boy, even the Hokage himself. They searched the whole town, but Naruto was nowhere to be found. Irika thought, if he's not in town, we'll have to look in the woods. Mizuki also ran to find Naruto. Now I'll spread the rumors a little more and then I'll get rid of the people. He thought, everyone will think he ran away with the scroll. Meanwhile in the forest, Naruto went to the bathroom and sat on the ground. At that moment, Irika-sensei runs up and shouts, I found you. Naruto jabbed a finger at Irika. I found the pervert, shouted the man. You idiot, screamed the Irika angrily. I found you. Naruto laughed. While you guys were catching me, I managed to learn a jutsu. Why are you all wrinkled up? Irika-sensei asked. It's nothing, replied Naruto. Listen, I'm going to show you some really cool jutsu. If I can do it, give me credit. Has he been practicing all this time? To this date? Irika-sensei wondered. Naruto concentrated. He took a stand. Naruto, where did you get that scroll from? Irika asked. Mizuki-sensei told me about it. This place too. He said that if I showed you this, you would definitely give me a good grade on the exam. What a Mizuki asshole, Sensei thought. At that moment, Sensei heard a familiar sound. He quickly shoved Naruto aside. That's the sound of whizzing daggers that I flew towards our heroes. Naruto flew off to the side. It was Mizuki. You found him. Good for you, he said. He threw a great many daggers. Some of them stabbed into Irika-sensei's body. Naruto, give me the scroll, shouted the Mizuki. Naruto sat on the ground and didn't understand what was happening. He twisted his head in every direction. Naruto, shouted Iruki-sensei with all his might. Don't give him the scroll for anything. It's a dangerous scroll with forbidden jutsu hidden in it. Mizuki used you to get it. Naruto jumped up from the ground. He stood confidently on his feet and was ready. Naruto, the Mizuki has spoken. I'll tell you the truth. You don't need that scroll. No, don't tell him, shouted Iruki-sensei with all his might. 12 years ago. You know the story about the fox demon being imprisoned, right? What? I don't understand, Naruto. What's he talking about? A new law was passed in the city that day. A law? What kind of law? More questions kept popping into Naruto's head. Naruto, this law should have been a secret to you forever. Why me? What kind of law is that? Naruto asked. Mizuki stood and looked at Naruto. He laughed. What's the law? Tell me everything. Naruto asked impatiently. This law states, never tell Naruto he's a fox demon. What? Naruto couldn't believe what the Mizuki was saying. So I'm the nine-tailed fox demon. So I'm the one who killed Irika's parents and almost destroyed the whole town. Stop it! Shut your mouth! Yelled Iruki. You were dragged in by the very Hokage you respect so much, and also, they all lied to you. Do you ever wonder why everyone hates you so much? Irika-sensei is the same way. He hates you too. Shit! 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 Screamed Naruto with all his might. You grew up without parents and all the residents hate you for that incident. No one wants you. The thoughts in Naruto's head were jumbled. He thought back to the Hokage's words. He was bullying to draw attention to himself. He gets attention any way he can. He tries to be strong, but he suffers a lot. You were sharpened with this scroll, the Mizuki said and threw his huge shuriken toward Naruto. My hands came free and covered Naruto's back with mine. A huge shuriken stabbed into his back at the end. Naruto was horrified. Sensei's blood was dripping down his face. It ran down his cheeks. For what? Angrily asked the Mizuki. What are you doing that for? Naruto asked. My parents. After they died, no one ever praised me. No one accepted me. I was lonely. I was always fooling around to get attention because I didn't know any other way to stand out. It was better than nothing, so I kept doing it. I felt bad. I know it must be very hard for you, too, Naruto. I'm sorry, Naruto. If I'd been a good teacher, this wouldn't have happened. Naruto let himself down and just ran away. Mizuki laughed. That's a shame. But Naruto wasn't one to be easily persuaded. He would use the scroll to take revenge on the entire city. You saw his eyes. They're the eyes of a demon. Kuroda couldn't listen to this anymore. He pulled the shuriken from his back. Blood spurted from his back. Naruto is not like that, he said. Naruto continued to run. I'll kill Naruto and get the scroll, and I'll deal with you later, Mizuki said and jumped up. No way, said Iruka, and followed the Mizuki. Meanwhile in the city, the residents had gathered in a crowd. We should have killed him a long time ago, they said. We have to do this before the demon breaks loose. Nothing good came out of him anyway. Kill him as soon as you see him. At this time, the Hokage used the crystal ball to find Naruto's location. I finally found him. So what do I see? Mizuki told him a secret. Now Naruto is as scared as he's ever been before. Sealed power can break free, and the scroll is still in his hands. The odds of him breaking the seal and turning back into a nine-tail are only 1 in a million, but that's not 0. And if the worst happens, Iruka found Naruto. There he is, Naruto. Iruka turned. Hurry up, give me the scroll. The Mizuki is after it, but Naruto suspected something wrong. He stopped. He began to stand, after which he jumped and hit Iruka. After the blow, Iruka flew off. He fell to the ground, and Naruto has landed on his feet. Then he landed unsuccessfully, hitting his back on a tree trunk. Why, Naruto? Iruka asked. Well, Naruto only laughed in response. After that, Iruka turned into a Mizuki. How did you know I wasn't Iruka? He asked. In that second, Naruto turned into an Iruka. Because I'm an Iruka, he answered. That makes sense. That's clever. Naruto stood behind a tree and watched it all. He had never been more afraid in his life than he was now. Mizuki laughed. You turned into someone who killed your parents to protect him? I won't give a scroll to an idiot like you. Iruka replied. You're the idiot. Naruto and I are very similar, replied Mizuki. Do they look alike? Iruka asked the question. You can accomplish anything with this scroll. It can fulfill your every wish, said Mizuki. The fox demon will definitely take that chance, added Mizuki. Yes, you are wrong, my friend, said Iruka. Naruto watched all of this. It makes him angry. Shit, I knew it. Even Iruka-sensei doesn't need me. Demon Fox, that's what I would have done, said Iruka. But he did. Naruto wouldn't do that. I consider him one of my best students. Iruka continued to speak. He's so tenacious, so determined, and therefore a bit clumsy, so no one likes him, but he already knows what it is to feel pain. He's not a fox demon anymore. He's the ninja of the Hidden Leaf Village. He's Naruto Uzumaki. Tears came to his face at this speech about Naruto. Tears ran down his cheeks. Nice, said the Mizuki. Come on, now, that's enough. After saying that, Mizuki reached for the shuriken. Iruka was lying in a tree. He was bleeding. Iruka, I said I'd get to you later, but I changed my mind, said Mizuki. Mizuki began to unwind the shuriken in his hand. Die, he said, after which he ran towards Iruka. That's it. That's the end of me, said Iruka. But no, it's not over. Naruto suddenly appears and hits Mizuki with his knee. The shuriken flew off to the side. Iruka hadn't expected to see Naruto. He's very happy to see him. You shouldn't have done that, Mizuki said and started to get up from the ground. Don't touch Sensei Zaruku, said Naruto, or I'll kill you. Run, Iruka shouted. Dummy, why did you get out? Shut your mouth, said Mizuki. I'll tie such brats in a knot with my left hand. Naruto became resistant. Well, give it a try, he said. I'll beat you so bad your mother won't recognize you. Come on, Demon Fox, Mizuki shouted. What? Iruka doesn't know what to believe anymore. Will the worst happen? Shadow Jutsu. The entire area around them was covered in Naruto clones. There were hundreds of them, thousands of them, tens of thousands of them. What is this? What's going on here? Mizuki was very surprised. He fell with his buttocks on the ground. What are you doing? Said Naruto. You were going to beat me with one left hand, weren't you? Naruto, don't get so hot, Mizuki said in a trembling voice. I'll start then, Naruto said and smiled. He started hitting him from all sides, until Mizuki just fell to the ground. He couldn't say a word. He was lying on the ground all beaten up with blood running from his mouth. Naruto just stood by him and watched. Iruka was amazed at Naruto's skill. He hadn't really created hundreds of clones. Iruka thought, Shadow Ninjutsu clones of the highest level, and each one is not an illusion, but a real clone. Maybe he really will surpass all the previous Hokage. Naruto laughed. I guess I overdid it a little too much, Naruto said and scratched the back of his head. Naruto, come here, said Iruka. I have something for you. After all that, Iruka and Naruto returned to the settlement. In the very center stood a crowd of people. They were talking amongst themselves. Did they find him? No, not good. He's far away now. There's nothing to worry about, said the elder and walked toward the crowd. The Hokage herself. He'll be back soon, said the elder. At this time, Sensei, I can open my eyes now. Yeah, you can open your eyes. Naruto opened his eyes. He saw that Iruka wasn't wearing a blindfold. It was on Naruto's head. Congratulations, said the Iruka. Happy graduation. Let's go celebrate. I'll buy you ramen. Naruto couldn't hold back his emotions. He just threw himself on top of Iruka and hugged him really hard. Even though Iruka was in pain, he felt good at the same time. I wanted to tell Naruto that the hardest part is just beginning, Iruka thought. Well, that will have to wait until lunch. After that they went back to the settlement. After a while, in the village of Hidden Leaf, today, one boy begins his ninja journey. We see a photographer. He asks, are you sure you want to look like this? Yes, that's right, said Naruto. Well, see for yourself, said the photographer. You'll regret it later, he added. All right. He pressed the button and took a picture. Before the photo, Naruto painted his faces. That's the kind of photo that was used for his paperwork. Naruto took the papers to the Hokage. He glanced up at him. It took me so long to decide which face to put on the picture, said Naruto. It took me 3 hours. I mean, look, it's great, right? Remake, said the Hokage. What? Naruto was surprised. Where's your headband? The elder asked. I'm saving it for tomorrow's ceremony. I don't want to scratch it, answered Naruto. A ninja registration card certifies you as a shinobi. It's a very important document. What are you looking at? The elder said unhappily. Oh, come on, said Naruto. Ordinary pictures are boring. At this time the creaking of doors was heard. A moment later a boy runs into the room and yells, "Fight me, old man." Naruto wondered, who's that? When will this all be over? The Hokage wondered, adjusting his hat. The boy wasn't alone. There was some guy in sunglasses running after him. He was running after him and yelling, "Oh, no. What's going on again?" The boy ran into the room and fell face down on the floor. The boy stood up. He had his hand on his head. Good thing he was wearing a helmet. His name is Konohamaru. Who set the trap here? He asked. Are you okay? There are no traps here. A man in sunglasses answered. This is the teacher of the Konohamaru. His name is Ebisu. Who the hell is that? Naruto thought to himself as he looked at the Konohamaru. That's what that is. He's the epitome of a nine-tailed man. I can't stand him, Ebisu thought. I get it. It's your fault I fell, said Naruto's Konohamaru. You fell down in the middle of nowhere. You idiot, said Naruto. Then he grabbed the boy by his clothes. Hey, Naruto, the Ebisu has turned. Let him go. He's the grandson of the third Hokage. Naruto loosened his grip. Try it. Hit me, the Konohamaru thought. Now he knows who I am. He won't dare do anything to me. He's just like my teacher. Just like everyone else, Naruto thought. After that, he slapped Konohamaru's hand on his helmet. I don't give a damn who you are, asshole, Naruto shouted. What's he doing? Ebisu inquired. Sir, don't be so hot-headed, said the elder. Naruto went outside. We weren't alone. He immediately sensed that he was being followed. Hey, stop following me, shouted Naruto looking towards the cover. What the hell are you doing? Who are you trying to fool? You idiot? Konohamaru came out of hiding. He chuckled. You spotted me. Good for you. So the rumors were true. That's what, said the Konohamaru. I'll let you be my commander. What? Said Naruto. And in return, said the Konohamaru, teach me your sexy jutsu. I want to beat Grandpa, please. Please, Commander. Commander? Naruto thought. Meanwhile, back at school, Ebisu looked around. Shit, he said. Konohamaru had escaped again. Looks like he followed Naruto, replied the elder. At that very second, Ebisu ran towards the exit to look for Konohamaru. What the hell had gotten into him? The elder thought. And then there's Naruto. He'll teach him something stupid. At this time, Konohamaru was already practicing his sexy jutsu technique, but he wasn't quite successful. So far, he had succeeded in turning into an ugly female in a swimsuit. All right, shouted Naruto. You got the basics. Wide and narrow. Go ahead and try it. The important thing is to practice. Aye, Commander, replied the Konohamaru. The guys were still practicing the sexy jutsu technique. Not like this, shouted Naruto. You have to be slimmer and prettier. Yes, Commander, shouted the Konohamaru. Ebisu continued his search for the Konohamaru. I am one of the best teachers, he pondered to himself. I have taught many Hokage candidates. I get rid of anything that interferes with my studies. Those who learn from me will quickly become Hokage. I'm the easiest way to the title. Here they come, shouted the Ebisu joyfully. He spotted Naruto and Konohamaru. He jumped towards them. By the way, why do you dislike your grandfather so much? Naruto asked. It was grandfather who named me Konohamaru, in honor of the village, and even though everyone knows my name, the Konohamaru continued, no one calls me that. They only see me as the grandson of the third Hokage. No one sees me as me. I'm so tired of it. That's why I need to know the Hokage. You're an idiot, said Naruto. Who needs a kid like that? What? The Konohamaru replied. The title of Hokage does not go to the likes of you. It's not that simple, jerk, said Naruto. Hokage, if you want the title so badly, then what? Asked the Konohamaru. Then beat me first, Naruto replied with a smirk on his face. What? Meanwhile, the settlement. There you are, Hokage herself, said Iruka. What's the matter? Asked the elder. Did Naruto come to the check-in? Iruka asked. Yes, he did, the elder replied. I talked to him yesterday. I tried to teach him reason. Well, he's so eager to become a great ninja so that everyone will respect him. After saying that, Iruka laughed. The Hokage looked into his reflection on the water and thought, what's going to happen next? Maybe Naruto's dream will never come true? Said the elder. As you know, the truth about the fox demon in Naruto is known only to the adults who fought it 12 years ago. Then I passed a law against mentioning it and soon punished those who broke it, so the kids don't know the truth. That's the only thing that saves Naruto. The fourth Hokage wanted Naruto to be considered the hero of the village. That's what he prayed for before he died. A hero? Iruka asked. The fourth Hokage sealed the nine tails in the belly of a newborn baby, and Naruto became a guardian to contain the demon's rage. The villagers don't see Naruto as such. Not only that, due to his parents' dislike of Naruto, his children began to avoid him as well. Iruka, you know what? What? Iruka answered. When man looks at someone he hates, whose existence he refuses to acknowledge, his eyes are as cold as ice. At this time behind the settlement, there you are, said Ebisu. Demon, he's with the Konohamaru. Ebisu thought, shit, there's that look again. Why? Naruto thought. Ebisu jumped down from the tree. All right, he said. Young master, let's go home. No, replied the Konohamaru. I'm cheering grandfather on and I'm going to get the title of Hokage. Right now. You stay out of this. There he goes again, said Naruto. Must be a master of all ninja arts. You have to master 1,000 skills before you can do that. What? What are you doing? Ebisu inquired. Sexy jutsu, shouted Konohamaru. And at that moment, he turned into a gorgeous young naked girl. Did it work? Asked the Konohamaru, after turning into himself. Wow, what a vulgar jutsu, shouted Ebisu. Never works on me, said Naruto. I'm a gentleman. Such a low-grade jutsu. Young master, Ebisu addressed the Konohamaru. Let's get out of here. His idiocy is contagious. Do as I say. I am your easiest path to the title of Hokage. Let's go home. I won't, shouted the Konohamaru. Shadow clones. At that moment, the whole place filled with Naruto clones. That's great. Wow, shouted the Konohamaru with admiration. What a stupid thing to say, said Ebisu. I'm not your Mizuki. I'm an elite teacher. All of Naruto's clones went into a stance. Hinge. They screamed. What's he doing? Ebisu wondered. And in that second, all the clones turned into naked young girls. Ebisu was crazy about them. It was like he lost his head. He couldn't help himself. Ebisu started bleeding from his nose, and the pressure of the blood just threw him very far away. I call it harem jutsu, Naruto said, transforming into himself. The elder was watching everything that was going on with the help of a crystal ball. He wondered how Naruto had combined shadow clones and sexy jutsu. Another stupid jutsu, though it would work on me too. Shit, shouted the Konohamaru. I couldn't even beat you since your teacher. He was slightly annoyed by this. I want that title so badly, to be respected by everyone. Why is it like this? It's not that simple, silly, Naruto reassured him. It's the title of Hokage of the best shinobi in the village, recognized and respected by all. I've seen a lot of bad things in life I've often lost, said Naruto. Then I was finally able to get some recognition and respect from one person. Well, you have no idea how hard it was. So if you want to become Hokage, be prepared for anything. Ready? For anything? Asked the Konohamaru. To the hardships you'll have to overcome to be respected by everyone. Konohamaru pondered Naruto's words. There will be no easy roads on this path. Naruto continued. If you want the title of Hokage, I'll go first. Stop lecturing me, Konohamaru said grudgingly. You're not my commanding officer anymore. From this day forward, we are rivals. Naruto smiled. Excuse us tomorrow. I'm already a ninja. I'll fight you for the Hokage title someday. In the meantime, you may prepare for the day, Konohamaru. The path of a true ninja is long and hard but still smiles. Looking at Naruto and his big dream, this guy's got it all ahead of him. Naruto will become a ninja shinobi of the Hidden Leaf. And every ninja, as we know, is armed and equipped with all sorts of gadgets. The equipment of the Hidden Leaf Shinobi includes scroll pockets, which are attached to the jacket on the right and left sides. Scrolls can be taken out of them from the bottom. They can also hold medicine or small weapons. Also included in the equipment is a headband. It can be worn in different ways. Shinobi also have shurikens in their arsenal, for which there is a holder. It's attached so that it can be reached by hand, usually on the leg. It was morning. Naruto was already awake. Like every morning this time Naruto had milk and a sandwich for breakfast. Naruto got dressed. Of course he didn't forget to put his headband on and was ready to go outside. Naruto went to school. He took his seat at one of the desks. This meeting is only for those who have graduated from the academy. Naruto had never been here before. He was approached by an acquaintance of his. He was surprised. "Naruto, what are you doing here?" he asked. "Can't you see the blindfold?" answered Naruto. At that moment, someone came into the classroom. "Let me through." A voice was heard. Naruto immediately recognized who it was. It was Sakura-chan. How happy he was to see her. Haruna Sakura is a pretty girl that Naruto really likes. Naruto's thoughts were jumbled in his head. He wondered, does she really want to sit next to him? He felt shy. "Naruto," Sakura shouted, "get away from me. I want to sit on the other side." Naruto turned his head. Closer to the wall sat the class's head handsome boy. Naruto was furious. Him again. How annoying he was to Naruto. His name is Uchiha Sasuke. He thinks he's the coolest guy in the world. Naruto can't stand him. Naruto was still looking in Sasuke's direction. He turned to see Naruto staring at him. "What do you want?" Sasuke asked. "Why are you looking in my direction?" Naruto didn't have time to respond, because Sakura had already decided to make her way to the seat next to Sasuke. "Sasuke-kun," she shouted, "can I sit next to you?" That pissed Naruto off. He lay down on his desk. Sakura was in love with Sasuke. She thought about him all the time. "Today, Sasuke-kun will be mine," she thought. "His first kiss will be with me too." Naruto understood that. She had it written all over her forehead. When she looked at him it was clear. What did she see in him? Naruto wondered. "I don't understand." Naruto couldn't stand it. He jumped on the table and sat down against Sasuke. Sakura was angry at Naruto's act. "Get away from Sasuke-kun," she shouted. Well, Naruto wasn't paying attention. He stared fiercely into the eyes of his rival. The classmates began to support Sasuke. They shouted, "Sasuke couldn't defeat him." At that moment the guy who was sitting in front of Sasuke wanted to turn around and watch the fight. As he turned around, the guy accidentally touched Naruto's leg. Naruto lost his balance and fell forward. This picture was not for the faint of heart. Sakura just stood there and watched. She was speechless. Oh no! From that fall, Naruto brushed his lips against Sasuke's. They kissed accidentally. Sakura was furious. It's her first kiss. It's her kiss. The guys started spitting. "That's it, Naruto. You're dead," said Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto grabbed his throat. That's gross," he said. "I'm going to be sick." "It was an accident," said Naruto to Sakura. "Naruto, I'm so sick of you," said Sakura, unclenching her fists. Naruto wondered, what was going to happen now? Sakura took her anger out on Naruto. He just lay down on the desk or lay down. The teacher walked into the classroom. "Today you are all real ninjas," he said. "But for now, you're just rookie geniuses. The hardest part is just beginning. Soon you will begin your tasks. So today we will divide you into teams of 3, and each team will be introduced to a Zen instructor. This instructor will be the group leader during the assignments." Why make a team with 3 people? Sasuke thought. They would only get in the way. I should be together with Sasuke. Sakura thought insistently. I should get on the team along with Sakura-shun and any classmate, but not from Sasuke. Naruto thought. We tried to create equal teams, said the teacher. The teacher began to read out the list. Okay, next is team number 7. It consists of Haruno Sakura and Uzumaki Naruto. Shit, said Sakura and got upset. Yay, shouted Naruto at the top of his voice. The third member of the team will be Uchiha Sasuke. Yay, Sakura shouted to the whole class. No, our team. Naruto was upset. This wasn't the team he wanted. Iruka-sensei. Naruto turned to his teacher. Why did I, a genius ninja, end up on the same team as that bum? Naruto asked and pointed his finger at Sasuke. The teacher gave Naruto a strange look. He was angry. Naruto, he shouted. Sasuke is the student who is first on the graduation list. You, Naruto, are last on that list. You're ballast. To balance his power. Do you understand? Just stay out of the way. Ballast, said Sasuke. Naruto was angry. How Sasuke annoyed him. What did you call me? Naruto asked. Naruto, sit still, said the teacher. Sakura started hitting Naruto. And I think Naruto will eventually come to his senses, said Iruka. Alright, this afternoon, we'll introduce you to your Zen mentors. In the meantime, let's take a break. Damn Sasuke. And Sakura too. Naruto was angry. There's no happiness in life. Eating the sandwich, Naruto's head came up with an idea. There was a break. Sasuke Uchiha was just standing there eating a bun. Naruto took the rope. Sasuke can only be caught off guard when he's eating, Naruto thought. Sasuke ate his meal in peace. Suddenly, a rope is thrown over him. Naruto pulled Sasuke into the room. Sasuke screamed. No one was around. "Don't move!" shouted Naruto. And suddenly there was silence. Not a sound could be heard. After a while, Sasuke comes through the window. Meanwhile, Sakura sat on a bench and was bored. I can't get Sasuke's looks, she thought. My chest and hips are as flat as a board. Hell, the only thing that stands out is my forehead. I hate my forehead. What am I supposed to do? And then Sakura notices Sasuke Uchiha standing across the street by a tree, leaning against the tree and looking at her. It can't be, Sakura thought. He's looking right at me, and the way he looks. Sakura blushed. She was a little self-conscious. It's like he's looking into his soul. Sakura continued to think, and then Sakura began to daydream as Sasuke moves away from the tree and approaches her, and says, "You have such an adorable forehead. I just want to kiss it." Then kiss it, that's what it's for. Oh, okay. Miracles don't happen anyway. It's never gonna happen. The girl's sad. He'll never say I have an adorable forehead. Suddenly, Sakura hears Sasuke say to her, "You have such an adorable forehead. I just want to kiss him." Sasuke came up to her. They looked into each other's eyes. "Kiss," Sakura said in a surprised voice. She thought, "I know ours. He's mine." That's what Naruto would say. Sasuke continued. Sakura was upset. It was only a joke. Sasuke sat down next to the girl on the bench. He asked, "Sakura, can I ask you something?" "Of course you can," Sakura replied. "What do you think about Naruto?" Sasuke asked. Sakura looked up. "He's always on my case. He probably enjoys watching me suffer. He doesn't know anything about me. I'm so sick of him. And all I want, it's to get your attention." Sasuke wondered. "I'm serious," Sakura continued. "I would do anything to earn your respect, because I love you." After saying that, Sakura closed her eyes. She began to move closer and closer to Sasuke's lips. She wanted to kiss him. Naruto seems to have realized why he loves Sakura. Meanwhile, Sasuke was trying to break the rope Naruto had tied him with. Shit, that asshole pretended to be me using transformation jutsu. What's he up to? Sasuke thought. Sakura was almost there. Her lips were about to touch Sasuke's. But suddenly something happened. Sakura didn't understand what was going on. What was wrong with Sasuke? He had a stomachache. The most important moment, Sasuke thought. "I'll be right back," he reassured Sakura. Sasuke-kun is shy. He's probably not ready yet, Sakura thought. Naruto ran as fast as he could into the nearest restroom, barely able to hold the transformation. He thought to himself, "Phew, that was close. Shit, there she goes again, telling me I'm annoying her. At least I tested her feelings, but I only played into Sasuke's hands." Though, at that moment, another idea popped into Naruto's head. What if Sakura thinks Sasuke is a real jerk? He thought. Naruto smiled evasively. That's a good plan, isn't it? Sakura was already looking forward to Sasuke. And then he comes back. She greets him with a smile. "Oh, Sasuke-kun, you're so shy. I've been ready for a long time, but are you ready? It's time to go," said Sasuke. "Where's Naruto?" Sakura smiled. "Don't change him," she said. "Why do you care where Naruto is? All he does is cling to you. That's because he wasn't raised properly. Parents he doesn't have." Sasuke replied. "He can do whatever he wants. If I acted like that I'd get a slap from my parents," said Sakura. "And he gets away with it. That's why he became that way. Resentment towards your parents is nothing compared to loneliness," said Sasuke. "What are you getting at?" Sakura wondered. "I'm sick of you," Sasuke replied. How surprised Sakura was. Meanwhile, in the restroom. "Shit, my stomach finally stopped hurting." Naruto was finishing his business. "I wonder," Naruto thought, "is she still waiting for me?" Naruto came out. He decided to check on Sasuke. He came running and the rope was untied. Naruto turned around and started to run towards Sakura, but Sasuke stood in the way. Naruto was very surprised. How on earth had he managed to free himself? "What are you doing here?" asked Naruto. "Ninjas know how to untie knots," Sasuke replied. "Remember that, loser." Sakura sat on the bench and felt even sadder. She thought about Sasuke's words. How he had said that she had gotten to him. So this is how Naruto feels. I thought to myself, maybe I should be a little nicer to him. The elder and the teacher came to Naruto's house. So this is where Naruto lives. The teacher thought. He picked up the milk carton that was on the table. That's why milk has a sex expiration date. He's an idiot. Well, I guess you know how to work with one of those, said the elder. Plus, you have a Sasuke from the Uchiha clan on your team. Thank you. It's going to be a potent mix, said the teacher. The next day, In the classroom, team number 7 was waiting for their teacher. Naruto looked out into the hallway. Naruto, sit still, said Sakura. Why is our sensei so late? Naruto asked. The other teams had already left long ago. Irika-sensei left too. Naruto, what are you doing? Sasuke asked, Naruto's head coming up with another crazy idea. He started hanging some kind of trap over the door. He laughed. No need to be late, said Naruto. I had nothing to do with it, said Sakura. This is going to be so cool, she thought. Do you really think a Zenin would fall into such a primitive trap? Sasuke asked. At this point, the door class opened first. It was the teacher. He opened the door and a washcloth stained in crayon because said Naruto fell on his head. Gotcha. Naruto laughed. Oh, sorry sensei, I told Naruto but he didn't listen to me, said Sakura. But I thought how cool. And this Zenin? He's kind of weird, Sasuke thought. First impression of you. How can I put this delicately? I don't like you, said the teacher. Okay, well, maybe you should introduce yourself and tell us something about yourself. What do you want to know? Sakura asked. You know, what you like, what you don't like, what are your dreams and hobbies and stuff like that. Let's have you first, said Naruto. Who are you? Anyway, my name is Hatake Kakashi. I don't want to tell you what I like and what I don't like. I don't have any dreams. I have many hobbies, so all we know is your name, said Sakura. Well, now it's your turn. We'll start from right to left, said Kakashi. Said Naruto. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. I love instant ramen. And even more, I love the ramen at a Kataka cafe that Irika-sensei gives me. The thing I hate most is waiting 3 minutes for ramen to cook. He seems to have only one ramen in his head. Kakashi thought. My dream is to surpass the Hokage. And then I'll show everyone what I'm really like, said Naruto. It looks like it's going to grow into something interesting, Kakashi thought. What are your hobbies? Well, I guess I'm a bully, answered Naruto. Got it. Next, said the teacher. My name is Uchiha Sasuke. There are many things I don't like, but there's nothing I like. It's hardly what you call a dream. Well, I have to revitalize my clan and kill one man. That's cool, said Sakura. He wasn't talking about me, was he? Naruto wondered. I thought so, said Kakashi. Alright, now the girl. Your turn. My name is Haruno Sakura. I like it, but I like it. Shall I tell you about my dreams? Oh, no. I know what I dislike most. I don't love Naruto, said Sakura. No, Naruto was upset. And my hobbies. Alright, that's enough. Girls our age think more about boys than in ninjutsu. Kakashi thought. That's enough. Tomorrow we will begin our assignments. Assignments? What are the assignments? Naruto asked. But first, we're gonna do something with the 4 of us. And with what? Asked Naruto. Survival training. Kakashi replied. Survival training? What's that? Asked Naruto. What does training have to do with missions? Asked Sasuke. Wasn't there enough training at the academy? Sakura asked. I will be your opponent, but this will be more than just a training session. Everyone was surprised. Then what's it going to be? Naruto asked, but Kakashi only laughed in response. Everyone's thinking, what's so funny, sensei? Sakura asked. Oh, no. If I tell you, you'll definitely have a heart attack. Kakashi replied. What? What Kendrada? Asked Naruto. Of the 27 graduates, only 9 will become genii. The rest will return to the academy. This drill is actually a very difficult test. A test that over 66% of freshmen fail. Everyone started to worry. Sakura's eye even started to twitch. Kakashi laughed. Well, I told you you'd have a heart attack. What the hell? Naruto started to whine. We worked so hard. Why do we even need a final exam? It's to select those who have a chance to become genin. Kakashi replied. The test will be held tomorrow at the practice field. Bring all your weapons. You better not eat breakfast or you might throw up. I have no right to be out at this point. Naruto thought. I have to defeat Kakashi-sensei and show him my strength. I'm serious. You will learn the details from the printouts. After these words, the teacher began to hand out sheets of paper to the children. And don't be late tomorrow, Kakashi added. Is it going to be so complicated that we might throw up? Naruto asked. Sakura unfolded the sheet. She thought that if she didn't pass, she'd be separated from Sasuke. It's a test of her love. Sasuke had a serious face. He didn't even want to look at what was written on the sheet. He just took the sheet and clutched it in his pocket. Naruto immediately started reading the sheet he had gotten from Kakashi-sensei. Naruto was worried. His heart was racing. Night has fallen. Naruto began training on the scarecrow. He began to strategize. If Kakashi did this, then Naruto would do this. If Naruto hit here, then the sensei could hit him in the groin. Naruto devoted the entire night to beating the motionless dummy Kakashi. Next week, it was morning. Kakashi was already standing on the practice field. The guys had just arrived and he was already there. Good morning, guys, Kakashi said. You're late. The team came in with their backpacks and weapons. Alright, this alarm is set for noon. What are we gonna do? The team asked themselves a question. Here are 2 bells. After saying that, Kakashi pulled out 2 bells from his pocket. Your task will be to take them away from me before noon. Whoever can't get the bells will stay. No offense. I'll tie you to these poles and eat you right in front of your eyes. So that's why he told us not to eat breakfast. Naruto thought, all you have to do is get 1 bells. Since there are 2 of them, one of you will definitely be tied to a pole. And another thing, whoever doesn't get the bells won't pass the exam. So at least one of you will go back to the academy. Naruto was sweating. Everyone began to worry. You can use shurikens. If you don't try to kill me, you won't get your bells. Sensei, that's dangerous. Sakura said excitedly. You couldn't even get the brush stained in the Kreider back. We're really going to kill you. Naruto laughed. Well, that's the way it is. Those who can't do anything brag the most. Don't ask. So ignore that loser and start on my signal, said Kakashi. Loser? I'll show you now. Naruto was angry. He pulled the dagger out sharply, grabbed it with his hand, and began to unwind it. Naruto crouched down slightly and began to swing. As soon as he tried to throw his hand, someone grabbed it. Someone snatched a dagger from his hand and presented it to the back of his head. It was Kakashi-sensei. I haven't said start yet. Chill out, said Kakashi. It can't be. How did he do that? I didn't even see it. Sakura was surprised. Wow, a true Zenin, admired Sasuke. Well, it looks like you're ready to attack for real now, said Kakashi. I convinced you, didn't I? I think we're starting to like you, said the students. All right, here we go. Attention, said Kakashi. Start. After the command, everyone scattered.